All right, my name is Jeremiah Kendagor. Previous banker, just left banking finally. That's why you can see I have a white beard. Okay. During our days, bankers never had beards. All right. Right now I'm a citizen and now I'm a trader. And I'm excited today to share with us high frequency trading, which is part of the offerings of iMastery Academy. iMastery Academy currently right now has 4 academies, as you might be aware. We have Forex, which is basically trading currencies of different countries and so on, trading metals, more specifically gold and silver, trading also cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, and so on and so forth. Then we have DCX, which specifically focuses on cryptocurrencies and so on. Then we have high frequency trading. And I want to look at that briefly today, just to go over it very quickly, the presentation on that, and then we go into trading very quickly. So let me do this. All right, and then let me share this screen here. All right. All right, so basically, if you can see my screen, okay, which has my beautiful face, an earlier picture that I took when I was still in the banking sector, and you can see I didn't have beards then. You can type in there 111. All right, you can type in there 111. All right. If you can see my screen, which has my face there without a beard, type in 111. All right. Thank you, Sharifa. All right, I think you will be the one to speak for the rest of the members here. So basically, I just want to describe briefly about what high-frequency trading is. High-frequency trading is basically binary options. Binary options basically is a method where you choose to predict where the market will be after a certain period of time, either from 1 minute onwards. Okay, and you are the one to choose the time, okay, whether it's 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and so on. And your price reference is the current price, is the current market price of the specific asset that you are looking at. So you choose whether the price will be higher or lower within that specific specified time that you have done. So why is it important for us to look at it? Because you are able to make whatever amount of money that you would like to make within that specific time. So if it is 1 minute, you can make that money within that 1 minute and so on. So basically, how did we come to binary options? Binary options, and basically maybe before I go into that, first of all is to give a disclaimer. Whether what we are sharing right now or whether what you're going to do in foreign exchange and in whatever it is, has always a disclaimer. And the disclaimer is that foreign exchange trading, and even more so high frequency trading, has a very high level of risk and may not be suitable for all types of investors. And past performance is not a guarantee of future results. The high degree of leverage that is applied in these particular markets may work against you or may work for you. And what we share here is basically for educational purposes only. I may trade my own account, as I call trades here, all right? And I trade my own money, all right? And for you, you can choose to do to follow the trades that we call, or you may choose to use a demo account. So the call is always upon you to be able to decide whichever one you want to do, okay? And these are some of the terminologies that are there in foreign exchange, in high frequency trading, Okay, we have contract, we have a call, and we have a put instead of a buy or a sell. All right. So a call is when you are predicting the price will go up, and a put is when you are predicting the price will go down. The strike price is the current market price at the time you are calling the call and so on. Now, the amount of money that you place on that particular bet, all right, the amount of money that you place on that particular bet is what you are risking into the market. All right, and I've always said that one of the things that really encouraged me to get into trading, high frequency trading, is when I saw the top educators on this particular platform make money every single day. All right, and I can show you a simple example is one of our top traders, Matthew Thayer, who has been able to grow his account to great sizes within a very short time. Okay, I think within 1.5 years, he's now grown an account from $500 to over $3 million. All right, and he's getting better and better every single day. So this is a skill that you can be able to learn and be able to use it to your advantage every single day. Now, some of the specific advantages of high frequency trading is that stop loss is inbuilt, okay? And I'm comparing this to foreign exchange trading. Some of you probably have tried to do foreign exchange trading, and one of the toughest decisions that you need to make and what you are confronted every single day is how to use a stop loss. When you don't use a stop loss, trades sometimes go against you, and they can easily take a huge chunk of your account, all right? Or you can even go into a margin call, all right? And then when you set a stop loss, sometimes the market always go to your stop loss and so on. Now, in high frequency trading, you will not need to deal with stop losses again, all right? Because the amount that you risk for the specific time that you have risked is what you are willing to lose. So you can actually set the parameter out front, how much you are willing to lose and so on, whether it's 10%, whether it's 1%, whether it's 2%, and so on. And we normally recommend do not risk more than 5% of your account for any single trade, all right? So if there are trades that are running, that are live, let them not exceed 5% of your account at any given time, all right? So that if you lose those particular trades, you will not lose more than 5% of your account. It's actually recommended that you place either 1% or 2% of your account at any given time. Now, the other very important point that I need to mention, of course, is that high frequency trading has a shorter learning curve, okay? You do not need to go through a lot of lessons to learn about high frequency trading. You can achieve it within a very short time, okay? And trades last as short as 1 minute, all right? So 1 minute, you can always achieve your target, all right? And if you are risking, for example, 5%, okay? So you only need 2 trades to make 8% of your account within 2 trades. And that will, so if you achieve that within 3 minutes, 4 minutes, you are done for the day, or you are done for that particular session of trading. All right. And as I said, you only predict whether the price will be higher or lower than the current price. Okay. So the objective is to buy when you think that the price will go higher, to sell when you think the price will go lower. All right. Now, challenges that you may face when you are trading high frequency trading, probably is one of the biggest one. Of course, is fear of missing out. That you chase a trade, okay, and or you get into a trade prematurely because you think the market will run away and leave you, all right? So fear of missing out, and this is one of the disciplines that you really need to have in mind while you are looking and analyzing to get the best trade. So normally the most important thing about to deal with this is that come up with a methodology of trading high frequency trading, and make sure that you stick to that methodology every single moment you get into the market, so that you are looking for a specific setup and then you strike in the market. Now, that is how to succeed in foreign exchange trading. So you are the analyzer. You are the one who analyzes the market, so you don't have to feel that you are missing out on a particular move. When you see currencies moving up and down, you do not have to enter a trade prematurely. Make sure that you analyze the trade, wait for your trades to come to you, and the markets will always get into the formation of delivering the price to you, all right? Provided you wait for your trades. Provided you wait for your trades. So the purpose, of course, for this particular training is to be able to give you suggestions of some of the strategies that you can use to be able to enter the best trades that will not burn your account. Always know that the best trade is yet to come, all right? So that will also help you not to get into the ear of fear, FOMO. FOMO, by the way, is fear of missing out. I hope you know, I probably have used that particular acronym, and some of you probably didn't know what FOMO means. FOMO means fear of missing out. And this is one of the biggest challenges when it comes to, especially for high frequency trading, that you always see a trade and you want to enter in immediately, and you realize you have either entered in too early or you have entered in maybe late or something like that. So now, and so the most important thing, that's as I mentioned here, is that get to know your strategy, okay? What is the strategy that you are using? And that particular strategy, make sure that you have fully checked all the checklists, all right, that you need to go through in order to enter your trade, okay? Do not force a win, all right? Either by doubling or by rolling over. Some of the trading platforms give you the ability to double up or to roll over, okay? But you can use these particular tools as a last resort, okay? And sometimes they can come in handy. At the right time, at the opportune time, you can probably use these particular strategies to be able to do that, all right? And so we will go into this particular setup that we will look at right now, and then we trade, okay? All right, these are some of the, this is some of the targets that you need to achieve within a trading session, all right? Your target is to get to at least 8%. If you can get to 8%, you stop trading, all right? If you lose 5%, you also stop trading, all right? And so that is also important to notice that. So if you are using 1% per trade, for you to achieve 8%, you need to win 6 times. And if you are using 2%, you need to win 4 times. And if you are using 3%, you need to win 3 times. And if you are using 4%, you only need to win 3 times. And if you are using 5%, you only need to win 2 times. The other thing is that if you lose, you need to have 2 wins to replace the loss that you have just made. All right, and then of course, if you are in this I Am Mastery Academy, there are many sessions that you can get into and trade with the top traders and so on. So that is just a quick overview of that. I want now to change into the trading platform. If there is any question in what I've shared so far, probably you can ask a question if you have any question on that. All right. So let me change this camera. Okay. All right. So if you can see my screen that has the charts and so on, I think that will be a great idea that we can use today. Okay. All right. So basically, we want to call trades right now, and probably I don't know whether you guys are ready with your hand on the button. I want to call trades almost right away. Okay. And basically, one of the simplest things here is that I use Hourglass, and I also use this particular trading platform here. So I will call for a 3-minute trade on USD. Euro USD. Okay, Euro USD. Let's just wait a little bit and see where it's coming. If it reaches this particular level here, this particular level here, we are going to enter for a 3-minute entry. Okay, so let's wait for it to come to somewhere around this level here. I think we've missed the train or something. Did somebody enter that? Did somebody enter that particular trade for 3 minutes? I think that the train has left the station. So 1 minute is gone. We are on the 2nd minute. All right. And if you are like me, probably I would do a 2-minute sell there. At the top there, I would have done a 2-minute sell at the top of that particular curve there. So how many have cleared that particular trade? How many have cleared that trade? I'm going to enter a 2-minute put right now, a 2-minute put on Euro USD. I think we must have cleared the buy now. I'm going to roll over the, I'm going to double up the sell and roll over the first one. But the sell, the buy must have cleared by now. The buy must have cleared. If you have cleared that that sale, that whatever that the buy, I think Lillian, you have cleared that, and we are in profits on the sale. We are in profits on the sale. We are in profits in the sale. I've entered a quick buy. Okay, I keep on entering a buy and a sell almost at the same time, but that's basically how I trade. You may not need to trade like me. All right, so the sell, we are okay with the sell right now. Yes, Migwi, Ango Migwi, we are in the money. We are in the money.
Yes, we are in the money. Yeah, it's hot.
We are in the money. We are in the money. I think we have won 2 trades right now. We have cleared 2 trades right now. We've cleared 2 trades right now. All right, and I've cleared my double buy and sell at the same time. All right. I've cleared my double buy and sell at the same time, So that is a great one. How many of you have, I have, actually right now, let me just tell you what I've just done. Closed. Probably I show you guys what I've done here. 1, 2, 3. Let me just show you guys what I've done right now. 16. Yeah, I've won 3 trades. All right. These are very small. Let me actually share this. I show you guys my. You might be thinking that I'm not telling you the truth. Let me share this. All right. How many of you can see my screen? If you can see my screen, my trading platform, you can type in 111, and you can see the trades that I've just done right now. The time is the time that I entered these trades. Let me just show you. This is the time of entering these trades. Let me just say this is what? Expiry time, starting time. Okay. All right. So I've entered, we started this at 16:58. All right. That's the time that we entered this trade. So I have actually won 3 trades. I did a double up here and I won. I did 1 trade here, which is, let me just show you what it is. This was a put and this was a call. All right. So I normally like locking trades. Okay, with time you probably will get to know what I mean by locking trades. What basically I do is that when I have put a sell and it has gone far into the money, I would put a contra trade in the opposite direction, and I probably, most likely, I might win both, or the worst case scenario is that I will lose one of the trades, and since everything is a risk anyway, I wouldn't have lost anything. All right, but the probability is I will win both trades. So that's what just happened right now. So we can look at another trade. All right, we can look at another trade if it comes our way, if a trade comes our way. So you find that right now the there is a polling that you can give there. I'll say for me it's yes. All right, so you can launch that. Okay, so you can give suggestions on that. Now, I know I have. Let me just do one more thing here. All right, let me do one more thing here. Okay. How many of you still want trades? We make money. Now, this is what we will be doing going forward. And probably with time, we might be doing this on a daily basis. Now, let me see. Am I sharing the charts here? You can see the Hourglass has called for a sell, and we are at the right place here. Sell for 3 minutes. Sell Euro USD for 3 minutes. Looks like the market today is liking us. Sell Euro USD for 3 minutes. If you can get higher or better price than where it is currently right now, you would have entered. But I think the train has already left the station, so I wouldn't recommend that you enter now. I would recommend that you wait. Okay, if you had entered up there, that would be fine. So just wait and hold and see, and we see what happens. And basically, probably as you are waiting for your trades to come to fruition, for those of you who are on it, I just want to cover a little bit about the charts that are on the screen here. On the left-hand side here, the Hourglass is one of the trading tools that is from IAM Mastery Academy. You need to be subscribed. Okay, you need to be subscribed to the cash trap. It's called cash trap. Okay, Hourglass. All right. So you need to be subscribed to this particular platform. By the way, we are in the money. We are in the money on our 3 minute trade. You guys are in for a roll today, this evening. Wow, this is nice. All right. Now, probably at the place where the euro reached, I probably would have put a call myself for the same expiry of the original trade. All right, that's probably how I trade myself. But sometimes it's also risky that when you do that, you might not end up making as much if you lose one of the trades. So probably when it's like this and you are very sure that you're going to win this particular trade, like right now, I don't think you will lose this particular trade, hopefully, okay? But normally you only know that at the end when you get the green bubble, all right? When you get the green purple, okay, for the win. Is when you are very sure that you have won, okay? Otherwise, the market can even spike, even at this point, and spike you off where you are, okay? So anyway, let me know what what things would you like me to discuss with you currently? There are two things that I can discuss with you right now. I can either discuss the strategy that uses the hourglass, okay? What are the things that you need to look out for when you are using the hourglass? All right, somebody is giving there some advice that EU is still a sell. All right, although I wouldn't recommend for you to sell right now. I think all right, you can just eat your money right now and look at something else. But yes, Angomigui is saying that you can still sell if you want. But if you have eaten your money here, I would recommend that you can do something else for now. Because personally also what I see here, and of course, all this is subjective. It doesn't mean that what I see is what will happen. All of us can have different opinions and so on. And thank you, Mikwi, by the way, for giving us that opinion right there. I'm not discounting it, of course, even by making the comments that I've made. But what I've seen here is that the market is ranging. And when it's ranging, it's the best time to trade high-frequency trading. Why am I saying that it's ranging? It's been going up here to the Bollinger Bands and coming down to the Bollinger Bands here, going up to the Bollinger Band, coming down to the Bollinger Band, going up and coming down, going up and coming down. So where do you think right now, after coming down here, where do you think it will go next? Most likely it will go up. In fact, you can see the hourglass has already started calling for a buy. It's already calling for a buy. All right. So if you continue selling here, probably you might end up into a rollover and many other things like that. But yes, the market can do anything. It can actually just drop from there and fall like it has fallen from the sky. All right. All right. So I want to know from you guys on the call here, whether you want me to discuss what are the checklists that you need to go through while using the hourglass, or somebody who may want us to look at the platform, okay, the trading platform that I use, probably whether that's something that you probably may want us to look at. All right, so let me get a vote on the chat. All right, type in those who want me to discuss how to use the hourglass. Type in there 333. Those of you who want me to look at the trading platform and how to look at the trading platform and how to use it, you can type in there 444. Then I can know. Or those who just want us to trade. If you want us just to trade and do nothing, write in there 666. All right, and okay. So 444 was what? Looking at the platform. All right. Okay. Sharifa, you would like us to trade. Lillian would like us to trade. Okay. Now, me, I want everything. What do I type? Ha ha ha. By the way, let me just ask Abdi. Do you have a demo account yet, or HFX demo account, or opened one yet? For us now, yeah. Now, no, I didn't read the laughter. I generated mine. Forrest, yeah, you're just hilarious. So Sharifa, great. Which platform, by the way, are you using? Is it Pocket Option, IQ Option, or which platform are you using, Abdi? sorry. No, okay, what I'm saying is which company, which broker are you using? Which broker are you using? Are you using Pocket Options, IQ Options? Oh, Abdi, FX Pesa does not do binary. MT4 does not do binary at all. Okay. All right. Yeah, so you might have to use either Pocket Options, which gives you a free demo account, or IQ option. Iqcent, and so on and so forth. So probably those are some of the ones that you might want to give. Now, I want to go to the trading platform, and probably also for the sake of Abdi, and then we can be able to see how the platform actually works. All right. So I think that's what I'll do right now. I'll do that. So let me go to the trading platform. Right. All right, I'll log into one of the brokers called Videforex. I have a demo account here, and probably this will be able to demonstrate some of the trades on this particular platform. So basically, these are some of the platforms that that have those particular properties, okay, of being able to double up and roll over and so on. So I want just to describe this briefly, and then we can see what to do. Okay. So this is my demo account here. All right. Very quickly, just to go over this particular platform and what you probably will really need to watch out for. Now, at the center of the trading platform, and they are different. By the way, this is only one of the platforms. Probably what I could also do is I could I will actually show you this, and then I show you the other platform called Pocket Options, IQ Options. That they are slightly different. So I think I'll do that. Let me just so let me do this whatever. Okay, so this is Videforex. Now Videforex, Iqcent, and race options have similar property, are actually one type of platforms. It's like the way you look at MT4, for example. So you have MT4, or you have other trading platforms for Forex. So this particular one for binary options, you have this particular type, and then you have what we call pocket options. In fact, let me just type here pocket options.com. So these are the two types of platforms that we have. or that one can have. Let me see. So specifically for yeah, thank you, Forex. I didn't know what I had I had missed on that particular typing. Okay, so let me see. Okay. Give me a second to log in to both the platforms. All right, so as pocket option is loading, I could just go ahead and describe and quickly describe this. So you have the trading, the tick chart here, which you can change it to a candle chart pattern. All right. All right, you can change it to a candle chart pattern. All right, just like that. And by the way, just somebody assure me that you are able to see Videforex trading platform as I'm describing it on the, by typing in there maybe 333 on the chart, if you are able to see what I'm describing, because sometimes I could be talking to myself. All right, somebody type in 333. Okay, thank you, Abdi. Yeah, so this is the trading platform. Sometimes you might need to do this, especially during the weekend, to have the candle chart pattern. I mean, candle charts to be able to trade, because it will give you a better understanding of how the market is moving. Otherwise, if you are using a different charting tool, like for example, TradingView and so on, like the charts that we have on the screen, that I have on the screen, then you do not need to use the charting tool here. So you just remain on the tick chart. All right, you remain on the tick chart, and basically what you need to know here is that on the left hand side, are the assets or the different currencies that you can trade. So you can trade USD against SEK, USD against the ruble, USD against the Japanese yen, and so on and so forth. By clicking any one of them, it loads in that particular chart on the platform. The moment you log in, it normally has a default, which is normally euro against US dollar. All right, so you just need to know that. Now, what is also important on this side is that, okay, you can trade different asset classes. For example, in commodities, you can trade gold and silver. In cryptocurrencies, of course, you know the cryptocurrencies that you can trade, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on. Stocks, it also has certain stocks that you can trade. But in most cases, we normally remain with currencies. But yes, you have the option of trading any one of those instruments. There are enough of them to be able to trade. So you cannot miss anything. But what I think is most important here are these number percentages that you see attached to the currencies. For example, the USD against SEK is 85. That means that for every risk amount that you place on the trade, you will be paid. If you win, you will win back your money plus 85% of that particular amount. So the higher this percentage, the better. And in fact, we normally say that if a particular pair is paying you less than 70%, you do not need to trade that particular currency, because for you to be profitable, it means you have to be more than 80% accurate. All right, and that may be difficult. But if you are earning at least 70%, you only need to be 70% accurate, and you will be profitable. All right. So those are some of the things that you need to bear in mind when you are trading. All right. So choose any percentage that is higher than 70%. All right. So that's what is important on the left. Now, on the right-hand side, there are also certain important things that you need to bear in mind. And the first one is your balance. This amount here that you see, for example, at this point, in this demo account that I have, it is 305. That is your balance. That's the amount of money that you have on this particular platform. Now, the next item that you see here is also very important, and that is the option type. What is the option type? You can have three types of options here: turbo, intraday, and long-term. Now, turbo is anything that will last 1 minute to a maximum of 30 minutes. All right. The only thing that you need to bear in mind is that after you have entered the trade, it's possible, all right, it's possible to roll over your trade beyond 30 minutes, even to 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, even days. All right. It doesn't matter whether you started on as a turbo, but if you roll over, you can roll over even into it becoming an intraday trade. So bear that in mind, that you can actually change a turbo trade, which lasts less than half an hour, to more than an intraday trade. Now, what is an intraday trade? An intraday trade is a trade that lasts at least 1 hour. All right. So you can only, when you choose intraday, it will mean that you can only place a trade that starts from 1 hour from now. And you can see right now, we are at 17 hours. All right, here, we are at 17 hours. And the platform is telling us that the expiry time will be 18 hours. That means you cannot choose, when you are on intraday, you cannot trade less than one hour away from now, the next hour, and so on and so forth going forward. Now, when you choose long term, it will be at least 1 day ahead. it will be at least 1 day ahead. Right now we are on 21st, but you can see here, you can only place a trade on long term, not earlier than 23rd of October. All right, so that's very important to know. So normally we remain on turbo. Okay, we remain on turbo, and you can see when you are on turbo, now you can choose 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, all the way up to 30 minutes. All right, so so this is the place where you choose your expiry time. For example, right now, you can see my expiry time is 1 minute here, but if I change this to say 3 minutes, you can see this expiry moves forward to 3 minutes time. All right, so this level, the time from here to here is 3 minutes. The other thing that you need to bear in mind here is something called fixed time. All right, fixed time. Now, we are currently on what is called unfixed time. That means we have not fixed our time. Now, what does that mean? It means that when you choose 3 minutes, you can place a trade up to half that time. Meaning, by the you can place a trade up to here, meaning your expiry will be almost 1.5 minutes only. It will last 1.5 minutes. So you are given space in which to analyze the trade and see when you can place that particular trade. All right, but some of these things may sound Greek, or you may not understand the impact of choosing either fixed or non-fixed until you start trading, and then you realize the importance of whether you need to be on fixed or whether you need to be unfixed. But in most cases, we trade in unfixed. That is the way it is right now. But if you are on fixed, let me just explain what fixed means. Realize that when I click fixed time, it will mean that from the time you enter the trade to the time of expiry, it is always at a fixed time that you have specified on the time. So if it is 1 minute, for example, it will always give you exactly 1 minute. And if you check here, you can see this 1 minute keeps on moving as the time moves until you place a trade. For example, if I place a trade of, say, 1 minute, let me just place a trade of 1 minute, a put, for example, all right? I place 1 minute trade of 1 minute. Now, from the time I placed the trade to the time of expiry was exactly 1 minute. But check that this particular time to expiry keeps on moving. That means if I place another trade, the time will be different. For example, I can place another put at that place, and you can see the time differences have come in. Now, I can also use the rollover feature, all right? Now, rollover feature pushes this time and doubles the time forward. Now, I've been able to explain now two concepts here. Rollover and the difference between having a fixed time and non-fixed time, all right? Probably I may not have completely explained the differences between those two, but yes, that's what you can have. Now, there is also a feature here called rollover. Rollover is repeating the same trade at the new level. For example, if I click rollover here, it repeats this particular trade that I had placed here, right here where I was, okay, for the same expiry, for the same amount, and so on and so forth, all right? So those are the two features that this particular platform has, rollover and, rollover and double up, all right? Rollover and double up. So these are just for explanation purposes and so on. And probably I'll just wait for these trades to clear. Now, the advantage, for example, on doubling up is that I have been able to win the double up although I lost the other trade, and it's able to cancel the loss that I would have made, all right? It's able to cancel the loss that I would have made. So that is also another very powerful feature of the double up. Double up can be able to save the day, but if the market will move against you, you will end up losing double the amount, okay? So I think I've explained that. Now let's go to pocket option. Let's go to pocket option. Let me see what I have here. All right, so this pocket option, so there are slight differences here in the pocket option. Let me see. I don't necessarily use the pocket option. Come on, pause. No, I'm not very good on this one here. I think, but suffice it to say here that pocket option and also what we call IQ option does not have the double up and the rollover. All right, it does not have the double up and the rollover. So for me, I hardly use pocket option, but probably in the next training, probably we can look at it. Otherwise, I think I want to bring this to a close. Next time, I think we will do more trades. Let me see whether we can have one more trade before we close this session and give it to a question and answer session. Let me see whether that can be possible. All right. Let me see. All right. Otherwise, I think we had a great night today. We've had officially, of course, we had 3-0. That means we had 3 trades that went into profit that we called, and we made money. We made money. Now I share this screen here. So basically, let me just explain briefly how I use this particular chart here. All right. So you'll bear with me. I'll be looking sideways. I don't like looking sideways. Yeah, because my screen is actually here. Let me just show you how my setup is. All right. My setup is actually like this. I have this screen that has the charts, and I have my laptop here that has the trading platform. So basically, that's how I trade. All right. So let me put this one here so that I don't have to look sideways or appear to look sideways. Okay. All right. So basically, these 2 charts here help me to make better decisions and so on. First of all, the Hourglass will give me trade suggestions. For example, right now, it has already suggested for a sell on Euro USD, all right? Let me just show you that. This is the arrow. When the arrow is down, it means you sell. When the arrow is up, it means you buy. And normally, you would want to have this the price to be higher than where the arrow is, to be slightly higher or whatever it is. Like currently where it is right now, it looks like the market has already moved. So if you are here observing this, then you would need you need to observe that. Now, the other thing that you need to bear in mind here is that the Hourglass is on a 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart. So 5 minutes basically means that these candles are formed every 5 minutes. Again, the other thing that you need to bear in mind, is that every 5 minutes, all right, so in fact, if you put here the countdown, every 5 minutes, there is a new arrow that will come, either in the same direction, depending on how the algorithm suggests where what is going to happen, all right? So right now, in the next 44 seconds, a new trade idea will appear, and it will appear for all these currency pairs. We have USD against JPY, we have USD against Canadian dollar, we have Euro against USD, and so on and so forth. All these particular currency pairs here that are on the hourglass, okay? Not all the currencies are on the hourglass, but you don't need a lot of currencies to make a lot of money. You can actually be a multi-millionaire, billionaire by only trading one currency, all right? So that should not be a problem at all, all right? So you can see this particular suggestion for a sale has actually happened, and it's still happening. Actually, I remember Angomikwi told us that that the euro was selling, and it was continuing to sell. And you can actually see he was absolutely right. The currency has continued to sell and sell and sell ever since we were on this particular session here, except, of course, at the beginning when it went up to this particular level and so on. But yes, you can now see there is a new suggestion for a buy. Now, do you necessarily need to enter this buy? Not necessarily, all right? Although in most cases, the hourglass is very accurate. It's very correct. In fact, almost 60 to 70% of the time, this particular arrow is quite correct, but there are times when it also fades. So how do you make sure that you don't fall into the trap of failing? So you have other things that, I have other things here that we use to be able to manage that. And one of the things that you manage this is to have what we call the SRTs, okay? Support and resistance levels. And so you can use different indicators to be able to give you this support and resistance levels. For example, the Bollinger Band is one of them. For example, you can draw the lines of the quarter theory, okay? I don't know how many of you have read the book on the quarter theory. One of the trainers on the platform of IAM really uses the quarter theory levels as support and resistance. And you can actually see that the market tends to turn on those quarter level theory levels, okay? So that's also important to be able to have those particular lines. So these lines that you see I have drawn on purple here, I am the one who draws those particular lines at even numbers. It helps you to see where the market can actually turn. But the best support and resistance is also where prices actually turn. And that can also be found by using this particular indicator that I think most of you might need to have. It's called Evan Capral Binary Strategy 2. Evan Capral Binary Strategy 2. So you can always load in that particular indicator, and it can also help you to give you support and resistance where the market turns. Number two, you can use RSI to your advantage. This is the RSI, okay, to your advantage. RSI is an oscillator that oscillates between 100 and 0, okay? And it gives you overbought and oversold conditions, all right? And I may not take the time today to describe that, but this is one of the very important tools that you can use. Anytime this particular RSI pops out of 60, it has a strong buy. If it pops below 40, it has a strong sell. But yet again, When it reaches the regions of 30 to 25 below, it tends to turn back. It is on an overbought conditions. So again, you can see here, when it reached 30, the region of 30, you can see it turned. It immediately turned and went up, okay? And so on and so forth. So those are some of the ways in which you can also use the RSI to be able to give you a prediction on when the market is turning and so on. The other indicator that I use, or that we use, is the currency strength meter, all right? Currency strength meter. And you can get this on this particular website for free, okay? On livechart.co.uk. So it will give you, for these particular currencies, Euro, Pound, USD, AUD, JPY, and so on and so forth. Now, for example, when we are on Euro against USD, you can see that the Euro is generally stronger than the US dollar. All right, is generally stronger than the US dollar. I sometimes have to refresh this, but it normally refreshes itself. All right, so sometimes you might need to use this particular indicator just to give you a feel of which particular direction these currencies are going. So when it has more bars, it means it is more stronger at that time. For example, right now, the strongest currencies are Pound, the NZD, and the AUD. All right, they are strong. The weakest one is Canadian dollar and USD. And so what do you expect? You expect that Pound, for example, if I click Pound here, it must be generally going up, all right? If you can actually see the direction that the Pound has been having almost most of the day has been on the upward direction. It's been going up. Why? Because you can see here, it's very strong. The Pound is very strong. Of course, it may not tell you exactly what is happening within a very short time frame, which is the time frame that we are trading in, but you would be better off buying Pound than selling it. All right, you would be better buying a Pound than selling it. Now, the currency that is strong, if it is the first one to be quoted, then the direction is up. If it is the second one in the quotation, then the direction will be down. So you need to bear that in mind also. I know I'm going over this very fast, but these are things that we will be repeating from time to time, and we'll be able to trade. And of course, as I mentioned, the more practice you do, these things will become just like the back of your hand. And so you get into even greater things that you are able to learn the skill, to improve your skill of trading. All right. Okay. I think I've thought. All right. So that is also true. I don't know if there is any question that anyone would want to make. There seems to be a sell here for Pound. All right. For 2 minutes, somebody can enter into that trade. I think it can do that. Why? Because it's almost touching the resistance level here. That's also a very something that you might want to look at. But as I said, Pound, you would rather be buying Pound than selling it. But I can see that for the last several minutes, it's been trying to come down. All right. So most likely it will bounce off some level here and go down. It probably could do that. All right. But yes, but if it pops out of 60, the momentum will have changed and it will start going up. Now, with time, we have also realized there is another indicator, some 2 moving averages that are also very critical for you to use to avoid the scenario that I've just described. Probably you may have wanted to sell this currency here, but there is another moving average here, 2 moving averages here that we've got to learn to use. And right now, it's actually a buy instead of a sell. All right. I think those of you who know. I think next time we will talk about these particular moving averages and see how to use it to be able to avoid being in the wrong side of the market and so on. All right. Let me find out if there is anyone with any question today. I think I've just covered a few things tonight. If you have any question, you can either unmute yourself and speak, or type in on the chat. Yeah, I think this particular indicator here would have actually given you a very nice buy right now, and you would be in the money, okay, in pound. Okay. Anyone with a question? Are you getting value? All right. Last time I asked the master trader to give a comment, and probably we can bring this to a close tonight. Would you be able to do that? None other than Miss Fierce.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, Jeremiah Kendago, our amazing master HFX trader. We really appreciate this session that you do every single Wednesday. Guys, if you can just give Mr. Jeremiah some 111s, fire emojis to just appreciate him, show him, that we appreciate his time here, just breaking HFX down for us. And we look forward to more sessions like this. I mean, today was exciting. I took some of the trades. I took 2 of the trades. I made some pips. So I'm excited. I'm really excited about where we are going with this, and I can't wait when this call will have 100 Kenyans. Our lives changing, and that can't happen without you, Jeremiah. So I really appreciate it, and I know we all on this call, the 12 of us, we really appreciate it. So thank you, asante sana.
All right, so thank you so much. We will bring this to a close. Have a good evening. God bless. I don't know, maybe I'll just find out, is there a guest in the room? Do we have a guest in the room, and probably may just want a quick recap of what we have on this particular platform? Do we have a guest? If you're there, probably put up your hand. Right, so thank you. I think I'll call it a day. I'll bring this to a close. God bless and good night.
Thank you, Jake.